We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Antoine Winfield on
the end of all that hitting and hollering. It was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, here's Barkley. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 35 on second down, Jones throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Operating from the gun, Jones. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Riley Dixon
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep, Antonio Brown. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Jones, the ball carrier.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, it's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Brady. He's got Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
15. And the Buccaneer first down.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Shotgun now for Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
For the Buccaneers.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. leverage guys, win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first down. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Levante David in on the tackle.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted by the Buccaneers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are on the board first here tonight.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd and 9, Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch.
Daniel Jones in
the reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 lead.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
They just gave up a sack there. And if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are. And I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist. Because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
After the sack on 1st down, Brady sets up the screen to Jones. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Tackle made.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Operating from the gun, Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. shotgun. They run with Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Barkley on the handoff.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So he's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the gun, Brady throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And here's a very low-line drive, almost looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First down, Buccaneers.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
championship, baby. Mike 56. 56. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 56. Mike 56.
Operating from the gun. Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski.
Brady's.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at their 48-yard line.
Mike 56. Alabama.
To throw, it's Brady. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it. And he is all the way up past the 25. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Jones throwing again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
45 is the mic. 45. Ricky. Check 45 is the mic. Check 45 is the mic. Watch the screen. 60 Bobcat.
From the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
34-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Check nickel. 72.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
56
The final shot before half for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Isaac Yedem in there to pick it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they got it 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Tom Brady, of course, a member of the Bucs now, but it was these Giants who were his Super Bowl nemesis. Twice they were able to take down Brady's Pats in Super Bowls 42 and 46.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 54. No, 66. 54. He's telling you.
They'll run it with Jones. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Brady looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Brady on target to Gronk. 1st down Buccaneers.
Wait, that's Alabama. 380. 56. Watch the turn. Watch the turn. Watch.
Here's Jones. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
From the gun, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Brady.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he is going to have the Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
1st down.
Wait, 20. 56. Watch the gas. Watch the gas. He's coming. We got double up.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Again, it's Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
13-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. That's caught by Howard. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. This is Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. I got you.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Mike 56, Mike 56. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Hey, Alabama.
Now they'll toss to Jones running left.
And the Buccaneers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
One back in the game, that's Jones, second and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Suckham. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Giants nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick
Now
off.
Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Ndamukong Suh. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On second down, here's Barkley. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
On the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
Let's get that ball, Let's get that ball right here. Quick dash, quick dash. Viking 18. Mustang 19. 45. Mike, 45. I got you, punk. 45's the Mike. 45's the Mike. Here we go, here we go.
Throwing Jones. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
It's our time.
From the gun, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
58, boys, 58. Buffalo 18. Not today, you are. Not today. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, that was dangerous. Jones threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
When you count on one hand the number of completions you've had in a game, and we're in the second half, That tells you it's really not been your day.
Yeah, but you're losing. You can't just abandon the passing game altogether.
Yeah, maybe you can get hot, string a few together, and get rolling.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
25. You got nothing.
To throw again, Jones. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Jones.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. The quick slant caught, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Giants 7. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, the left side completion to Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Ball carrier.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Brings up third down.
So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find two scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for him, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of them.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Carlton Davis picks it, and they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Brady going to look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
Wait, that's wide, 80. 56. Check 56. You ain't going nowhere. Wait, we hit.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Wait, that's